Welcome back for my last Commander deck tech, something I've been working on the past few months. This is also something else I saw on tappedout.com. It is I Am Lydia's It Only Works Once EDH deck tech. And, you know, they were kind of right that it generally only works once, but I have changed up the list a bit so that way there are a couple more alternate wins. That way it works more than just once when played against. But Maralen is a 3-drop 2/3 elf wizard that, you know, says players can't draw cards, so you might draw some hate. But also at the beginning of each player's draw step, they lose 3 life and they get to tutor for whatever card they want, put it into their hand and shuffle their library. So not only does it allow them to get the removal that they need or whatever enchantments, artifacts, creatures, whatever they want, you get to do the same. So it's kind of, if they don't know about it, a clock is being put on them that they don't really know of, and they're just kind of thinking they get to grab their good stuff and just put their good stuff in their hand because they can. But if they don't know about it, then they don't actually prepare for it. So the original list had 96 swamps and 3 other cards plus Maralen, but I actually changed up the list to 88 swamps and Maralen because I thought, you know, I like my old Borderlands. If you don't know that by now, you got a problem. But I chose, you know, 88 swamps, and I chose an additional 89th land, but that is actually a tutorable land that I wanted just on the off chance the combo gets disrupted. The general idea for the deck actually was turn 4 you tutor for Scourge Familiar, or Ad Nauseam, your choice usually. And then turn 5, you target the other one, and you play Scourge Familiar for 5. You discard 5 lands that you have in your hand, because there's 88 of them. 88 swamps, you discard to add swamps to your mana source to cast Ad Nauseam, and then you're pretty much just going to reveal the rest of your library. And the idea was you reveal all of your swamps, you discard them to Scourge Familiar to Exsanguinate for a win, and that can kill multiple opponents. But the issue I found with just these 3 in the combo win is that it can easily be disrupted. So I kind of thought, you know, a 1-mana artifact is kind of worth it for losing 1 life off Ad Nauseam, which is Elixir of Immortality. And, you know, gaining 5 life and being able to shuffle your combo pieces back in if something happens, like they get countered, is kind of worth it. So even if it doesn't go off on turn 6, you can Maralen for Elixir and get it back on turn 7 and try again. You could, you know, Library of Lang. So any of those swamps that you're discarding to the Scourge Familiar to create mana, you can actually just put back in your library. So you technically aren't milling yourself out of the game, even if something goes wrong. So that was a card I added in as well. I added a Damnable Pact because it's almost the same as Exsanguinate, but they're drawing cards and losing X life. And it happens simultaneously, so it's not like they're drawing their cards and, you know, getting to play something before they lose their life. Another fun alternate win that I saw online was a Neverending Torment. It is a 6-drop sorcery, but they essentially, I get to search their library for X cards, where X is the number of cards in my hand, and remove them from the game, and has Epic, so I don't get to draw or play spells, so it just does it again next turn. But if I have all of the swamps and things in my hand, then that allows me to exile all of their important stuff from the game, and hopefully I will exile the majority of their library that way by having all of the cards in my hand. It may not go as planned, I just think it's a bit of fun. Dash Hopes was something I bought, and I couldn't decide if I wanted to put in an 89th swamp or keep Dash Hopes. It's a counterspell, you know, or like if I'm playing against people that know what I want to do with Maralen, I might keep this in and just kind of confuse them because they don't want to lose that additional 5 life, and I can counter something or keep one of my combo pieces together. But it's just a piece of tech that no one really expects. A Glacial Chasm. This is the tutorable 89th land that I put in the deck. I just can't take damage. It helps against aggro attacks, and, you know, I can sacrifice it at the beginning of my turn when I want to, you know, if I wanted to stop paying the upkeep and you know, if I wanted to sacrifice it so that my other creature can actually attack. And my other creature is my 4th alternate win, which is a Phage the Untouchable and Whisper Silk Cloak combo. So search for 1 on turn 4, 1 on turn 5, and then wait it out. And essentially the idea is to play this, get Phage onto the battlefield, and then equip it for 2 more. So that way she has Shroud and Unblockable, and I can start touching people with Phage and making them lose the game. So, you know, that is just another alternate win that I thought I could put in, you know, Phage the Untouchable, Never-Ending Torment, Damnable Pact, and Exsanguinate are like the 4 win conditions that I have in the deck. But overall, I think it wins with the backup cards. It wins a lot more than just the it only wins once kind of route that people would expect. Oh, I just had a land explosion because the sleeves are so slippery. Oh no. Okay, well, thanks for watching. Again, this deck, I will put the deck list in the description as well as the link to the original deck list because the original was so awesome. I really liked that, you know, it's a $20 deck that, I mean, I ended up spending $30 to get the additional pieces. I could have spent an additional $15 to pimp out my general, make her foil, but I did that. I spent the extra $5 for Kaho, and I kind of regret it because she's not super shiny, but she is a beautiful lady, and she wins me games. But, you know, overall, these are my 3 new budget decks. I think between cases and Dragon Shield sleeves, lately I think I probably spent $35 on Kresh, $35 on Kaho, and $35 total on Maralen. So, you know, I spent a little over $100 for 3 commander decks, which I think is pretty darn good for budgeting commander decks. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye.